Have you ever wondered about the science behind how your brain works? If you did, then welcome to our exploration of the incredible world of the human brain. From the way we think and feel, to the way we interact with the world around us, the brain is responsible for all that we are and all that we do. The study of the brain, known as neuroscience, is one of the most exciting and rapidly evolving fields of science today, and it's giving us unprecedented insights into the mysteries of the brain. Through the use of cutting-edge technologies and innovative research, scientists are unlocking the secrets of the brain and discovering how it processes information. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating world of the human brain and explore the latest research on brain function. We'll learn about the incredible complexity of the brain and the ways in which it's constantly adapting and changing to help us make sense of the world. So, if you're curious about the amazing world of the human brain and want to learn more about the science behind it, then join me on this journey and discover the incredible potential of neuroscience. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Understanding the Brain. To understand how the brain processes information, we first need to understand the different regions and structures of the brain. The brain is made up of many regions, including the cerebral cortex, cerebellum, and brainstem. Each of these regions has a unique function, such as controlling movement, processing sensory information, and regulating vital functions like breathing and heart rate. At the center of it all is the neuron, the building block of the brain. Neurons are specialized cells that transmit information through electrical and chemical signals. They work together to form neural networks that process information and allow us to perform complex tasks. Chapter 2: Sensory Processing. Our brains constantly receive information from our five senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. The brain processes this information using a combination of top-down and bottom-up processing. Top-down processing refers to the use of prior knowledge and experience to interpret incoming sensory information. For example, if you see a furry four-legged animal with a wagging tail, you may assume it's a dog based on your previous experience with dogs. Bottom-up processing, on the other hand, refers to the processing of sensory information from the environment and forming a perception of it. For example, when you see a red apple, your brain processes the color, shape, and size to identify it as an apple. Chapter 3: Attention and Perception. Our brains have limited processing power, so we can't attend to all the sensory information we receive simultaneously. Attention is the process of selectively focusing on specific information while ignoring irrelevant information. Perception, on the other hand, is the process of interpreting and making sense of sensory information. Our perception is influenced by our attention, as well as our expectations, past experiences, and cultural background. Chapter 4: Learning and Memory. Learning is the process of acquiring new knowledge or skills through experience. Our brains are capable of forming new neural connections and strengthening existing ones through a process called synaptic plasticity. Memory is the ability to retain and retrieve information over time. Our brains store memories in different regions, including the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Memories can be short-term or long-term, and they can be influenced by factors like attention, emotion, and repetition. Chapter 5: Decision-Making and Problem-Solving. Decision-making and problem-solving are complex processes that involve multiple regions of the brain. These processes are influenced by factors like emotions, motivation, and cognitive biases. The prefrontal cortex plays a crucial role in decision-making and problem-solving, as it's responsible for executive functions like planning, reasoning, and working memory. The prefrontal cortex works in concert with other brain regions, including the amygdala and striatum, to weigh different options and make decisions. Chapter 6: Emotions and the Brain. Our brain not only processes information, but also helps us experience a wide range of emotions. Emotions are complex psychological and physiological responses to stimuli, and the brain is the key organ responsible for regulating and expressing emotions. The limbic system is the primary brain region responsible for processing emotions, including the amygdala, hippocampus, and hypothalamus. These regions work in concert to regulate our emotional responses to stimuli, allowing us to experience everything from joy and love to fear and anxiety. Chapter 7: Language Processing. Language is one of the most complex cognitive processes that our brain performs. It involves multiple regions of the brain, including the Broca's area and Wernicke's area, which are responsible for language production and comprehension respectively. Our brain processes language using a combination of top-down and bottom-up processing, allowing us to recognize and interpret speech sounds and language rules. Our ability to communicate through language is one of the most significant accomplishments of the human brain. Chapter 8: Brain Plasticity and Development. The brain is not a static organ, but rather one that can change and adapt over time. Brain plasticity refers to the ability of the brain to form new neural connections, reorganize existing ones, and adapt to changes in the environment. Brain plasticity is especially evident during development, as the brain goes through critical periods where it's particularly sensitive to environmental input. Factors like experience, nutrition, and stress can all affect brain development, shaping the way our brain processes information throughout our lives. Chapter 9: Disorders of Information Processing. Despite the incredible processing power of the brain, it's not immune to disorders that can affect information processing. Disorders like ADHD, dyslexia, and autism can all affect how the brain processes and interprets information. Understanding the science behind these disorders can help us develop better treatments and interventions to help individuals with these conditions. Additionally, studying these disorders can provide insight into how the brain processes information in individuals without these disorders. Chapter 10: Future Directions in Brain Research and the Ethics of Brain Research. As technology advances, our ability to study the brain and its processes continues to improve. Advances in imaging technologies, like fMRI and PET scans, have allowed us to better understand the neural networks and regions involved in different cognitive processes. The field of brain research is constantly evolving, and there are countless exciting new developments on the horizon. Advances in technology like neuroimaging, optogenetics, and brain-computer interfaces are allowing researchers to delve deeper into the mysteries of the brain and develop new treatments for neurological and psychological disorders. As our understanding of the brain and its processes continues to grow, it raises important ethical questions about how we should use this knowledge. Brain research has the potential to revolutionize fields like medicine, education, and psychology, but it also raises concerns about privacy, consent, and potential misuse of this knowledge. There are ongoing debates about the ethical use of technologies like brain implants, deep brain stimulation, and cognitive enhancement drugs. These debates often center on questions about who should have access to these technologies and how they should be regulated to prevent unintended consequences. Chapter 11: The Connection Between the Brain and Body. While the brain is often thought of as a separate entity from the rest of the body, the reality is that the two are intimately connected. The brain communicates with the body through the nervous system, which sends electrical signals throughout the body to control movement, sensation, and other bodily functions. In addition, the brain is also influenced by the body's environment, including factors like diet, exercise, and sleep. Understanding the connection between the brain and body can help us develop better strategies for maintaining brain health and preventing disorders like Alzheimer's and dementia. Chapter 12: The Impact of Technology on the Brain. In recent years, there has been growing concern about the impact of technology on the brain and its ability to process information. From smartphones to social media, technology is increasingly ubiquitous in our lives, and it's changing the way we think and process information. Research has shown that excessive screen time can lead to changes in the brain's structure and function, as well as cognitive and behavioral problems like attention deficit disorder and addiction. As technology continues to evolve, it's important to understand its impact on the brain and develop strategies for mitigating potential negative effects. Chapter 13: Brain-Computer Interfaces. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, are a type of technology that allows direct communication between the brain and a computer. This technology has the potential to revolutionize fields like medicine, robotics, and virtual reality, allowing individuals to control devices with their thoughts and even restore lost motor function. While the potential benefits of BCIs are significant, there are also ethical concerns about how this technology could be misused or abused. There are ongoing debates about the ethical use of BCIs and how they should be regulated to prevent unintended consequences. Chapter 14: The Role of Sleep in Brain Function. Sleep is essential for the proper functioning of the brain, and research has shown that it plays a crucial role in memory consolidation, emotion regulation, and cognitive processing. During sleep, the brain processes and consolidates information gathered throughout the day, and also clears out metabolic waste products that build up during waking hours. Disruptions to sleep can have significant negative effects on brain function, leading to cognitive impairment, mood disorders, and even physical health problems. Understanding the role of sleep in brain function can help us develop better strategies for maintaining brain health and preventing disorders like insomnia and sleep apnea. Chapter 15. The relationship between stress and brain function. Stress is a natural part of life, but chronic or severe stress can have significant negative effects on brain function. Research has shown that high levels of stress hormones can cause changes in the brain's structure and function, leading to memory problems, depression, and anxiety. Understanding the relationship between stress and brain function can help us develop better strategies for managing stress and preventing negative outcomes. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, exercise, and cognitive behavioral therapy have been shown to be effective in reducing stress and improving brain function. Chapter 16. Neurodiversity and brain function. Neurodiversity is a concept that recognizes the wide range of individual differences in brain function and behavior. It celebrates the diversity of human experience and challenges the notion that certain ways of thinking and processing information are inherently superior to others. Understanding the concept of neurodiversity can help us develop more inclusive and accommodating environments for individuals with neurological differences like autism, ADHD, and dyslexia. By recognizing the unique strengths and challenges of each individual, we can create a society that values diversity and promotes equal opportunities for all. Chapter 17. The role of culture and environment in brain function. The brain is shaped not only by biology, but also by cultural and environmental factors. Research has shown that factors like language, social norms, and education can have significant impacts on brain function and development. Understanding the role of culture and environment in brain function can help us develop more effective strategies for education and intervention, and promote cultural sensitivity and understanding. By recognizing the unique cultural contexts of each individual, we can create more inclusive and effective interventions for individuals with neurological and psychological disorders. Chapter 18. Brain function and aging. As we age, the brain undergoes natural changes that can impact cognitive function and memory. Understanding the changes that occur in the aging brain can help us develop better strategies for maintaining brain health and preventing age-related cognitive decline. Research has shown that factors like exercise, diet, and social engagement can have significant positive effects on brain function in older adults. In addition, new treatments like cognitive training and brain stimulation are showing promise in improving cognitive function and quality of life in older adults. Chapter 19. The relationship between brain function and creativity. Creativity is a complex and multifaceted concept that involves many different aspects of brain function, including perception, memory, and emotion. Understanding the relationship between brain function and creativity can help us develop new strategies for promoting creativity and enhancing creative performance. Research has shown that factors like novelty, emotional arousal, and attention can all impact creative performance. In addition, new technologies like neuroimaging and brain stimulation are allowing researchers to better understand the neural processes involved in creativity and develop new treatments for creative disorders like writer's block and creative block. Chapter 20. Conclusion. In conclusion, the science behind how our brain processes information is a fascinating and complex topic, with many different factors and variables at play. From the neurons firing in our brain to the impact of culture and environment, there is much to be explored and understood. By learning more about the intricacies of brain function, we can better understand ourselves and others, and develop new strategies for promoting brain health, treating neurological and psychological disorders, and unlocking new potential for human performance and creativity. And that's a wrap on our journey into the fascinating world of the human brain. We've explored the intricate mechanisms and processes that underlie our perception, cognition, and behavior, and gained a deeper understanding of the science behind how our brain processes information. From the way we perceive the world to the way we learn, remember, and make decisions, our brain is constantly working to help us make sense of the world around us. We've seen how the latest research in neuroscience is advancing our understanding of the brain and helping us to develop new treatments and interventions for brain-related disorders. I hope that this journey has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to learn more about the amazing world of the human brain. Whether you're a student, a researcher, or simply someone who's interested in the brain, there's always more to discover and explore. So I encourage you to keep learning, keep exploring, and keep asking questions about the fascinating science behind the human brain. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and until next time, keep your brain curious and your mind open. Please like, share, comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you like this video and want more videos like this.